Longtime UFC commentator Joe Rogan has gathered intense attention and some controversy for freely speaking his mind. There are at least 3 news articles written about him every week. His outstanding character has got millions of listeners stuck on his podcast for over 12 years. The media personality stays on top of the charts with his captivating content that branches into different areas. Here are some awesome facts about Joe that you probably don't know. These will go a long way in introducing his character, so sit back and dive in. Number 10. He was 30 when he started smoking weed. The topic of weed is just getting more popular in the United States, especially after some states have legalized its use. More and more people have become vocal about their consumption. Joe Rogan is one of those people who are canvassing its legalization. He has spoken about it repeatedly on his podcast, but there's something else you may not know. Joe began smoking weed only when he was 30 years old. This may come as a surprise to many people, considering how vocal he is about its use. Number 9. The last time he saw his father, he was 7. When Rogan was only 5 years old, his parents got divorced. During an interview, Joe mentioned that he didn't necessarily have good memories of his father. His father was a police officer and would beat his mother. In the same interview, Rogan confessed that he had last seen his father. Rogan, his dad, has also mentioned that he has no regrets about not speaking to Rogan for over 40 years. Although Joe Rogan didn't have the best childhood, he is a great father to 2 young ladies. Number 8. He was once signed to Disney. Joe stands out for being an all-around media personality after working so many jobs over the years. As far back as 1994, he signed an exclusive developmental deal with Disney. The contract saw the production of shows like Hardball, and Rogan has also mentioned his experience with Disney on more than one occasion on his podcast. Number 7. He has 3 kids. It was previously mentioned that he's a father to 2 girls. Truth is that Joe and his wife, Jessica Dietzel, have 2 daughters from their long relationship. However, before they met each other, Jessica already had a daughter with another man. Joe adopted the girl after her biological father had passed away. He usually keeps his family business to himself and his close circle, but the word out there is that he is an amazing father to these 3 girls. Number 6. He and My Chemical Romance's Gerard Way are related. While Joe does stand-up comedy, hosts his podcasts, and interviews fighters for UFC, his cousin, Gerard Way, was the lead singer of the popular rock band My Chemical Romance. Way is also the creator of the Umbrella Academy series. It is a unique secret that only true fans of Joe Rogan know. Although they are said to be first cousins, these 2 have never met. Number 5. He almost fought Wesley Snipes. MMA fans were excited in 2020 when they heard a rumor of a possible fight between Joe Rogan and Wesley Snipes. Sadly, it never happened. Rogan has put more light on the event and explained that he was first approached by the moderators, and he accepted, but for some reason it failed to happen. Apparently, the fight was going to be a fight to clear some debts that Snipes owed. Number 4. He co-founded the fitness company Onnit. In 2010, Aubrey Marcus and 7 others, including Joe, founded Onnit, a supplements and fitness company. In his podcast episodes, Joe has been a front promoter of Onnit products. Until 2021, when Unilever acquired the company for an estimated cost of between $100 and $400 million, Rogan had been the co-founder and he was never quiet about it. Number 3. He hosted a show produced by Ashton Kutcher. After becoming a well-established presenter on Fear Factor, who would make people push past their limits, he once again tried out the role of host on a different type of reality TV. The show's producer was the actor and prank master Ashton Kutcher. The program, called Game Show in My Head, aired in 2009, and in it, contestants performed ridiculous acts in public while being guided through earphones. The critics were harsh, and it was canceled after only 8 episodes. Number 2. He was awarded 8-time MMA Personality of the Year. Joe Rogan's name is synonymous with the MMA Personality of the Year award. He has been crowned with this award 8 times since 2011. His streak was only temporarily broken in 2013 by Chael Sonnen. He has faced criticism for constantly emerging as the winner, but you can't really blame him. Joe has an exciting personality that keeps everyone intrigued. After seeing Rogan, an emotion arises within you. Whether you become angry, impressed, or amazed, there's no indifference. Number 1. He suffers from vitiligo. Now, this is something not many people know. In 2020, on episode 1424 of the podcast, Joe revealed that he suffered from vitiligo. The condition causes one lose pigment cells and may result in the appearance of discolored patches on several spots on the skin. However, we could stop worrying about patches on Joe's body because his condition comes and goes. He only needs to take good care of his diet and everything will be under control. After all, the stand-up comedian said this himself. There are other exciting facts about Joe, but we've only covered a few. Joe Rogan may be in his 50s, but his skills as an entertainer are as sharp as ever, and he shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. If you feel you have learned something new, consider subscribing for more interesting videos on Joe Rogan.